Welcome back, friends. In this video tutorial we'll be talking about the mechanism of steroid hormone action, and very briefly about the mechanism of action. I'm not going to talk about details of it. So actually steroid hormones are really important. It's necessary, it's required inside your body for many functions, because sterols is present in in your cell membrane in many different important hormones. Right now, the steroid hormones, most of the times it's sex-related hormones or sexual hormones, which are required for development and the nourishment of the different sex organs and the different sex signals. Now, in this process, actually, for the steroid hormone mechanism, there is a slight uniqueness of the activity of steroid hormones, because steroid hormones are not pretty much water soluble, and that's create the difficulty of steroid hormone to go and get inside the cell, because this is not H2O soluble or water soluble. There not water soluble. So as they are not water soluble, there is a different mechanism of this hormone actually play. Because remember, if you consider normal process of cell signaling, which happens by receptor present onto the surface of the cell, and hormone molecules normally come in direct contact with the receptor. This is the hormone, this is the receptor, and then signaling will be there inside using the second messenger system, right? Using second messenger system that we have already discussed. If you want to know what is second messenger system, please look for the video of second messenger system in my YouTube channel. You will find it. Okay, so this is the normal process of the soluble hormones, or of the soluble molecules to work inside the cell, right? To give the signaling and to carry out the signaling inside the cell. But in case of steroid hormones, as these hormones are having rich in sterol, that's why it is not water soluble. So for that reason, what the mechanism for the steroid hormones is not via any second messenger. Instead, steroid hormone directly insert itself inside the nucleus of the cell, and that's kind of unique, right? Because normally there's surface receptors, hormone binds to it, and then it provides some signal to some 2 or 3 protein molecules, and finally comes down to second messenger like cyclic AMP. Then cyclic AMP phosphorylates some kinase proteins downstream. Now those final kinase proteins will phosphorylate some transcription factors downstream, and everything is going on inside the cytoplasm. Once the transcription factor is already been phosphorylated, that phosphorylated transcription factor will migrate inside the nucleus through the nuclear pore, and then they will activate the promoter of, or they will bind with the promoter of desired gene. They will activate the desired gene, transcribe it, make the translation and make the protein out of it, then it's done. But in this case, what actually happens, if we consider the normal cell membrane is there, and these hormones, as these hormones are sterol, as these hormones are having hydrophobic residues in it, hydrophobic molecules inside, those hydrophobic molecules can easily pass through. So this is the steroid hormone. It can easily pass through the cell membrane, and that's the first uniqueness they are having. So these hormones just easily pass through the cell membrane into the cytoplasm. Now once they are in the cytoplasm, most of the time they bind with the receptor that is called the steroid hormone receptor. Right, steroid hormone receptor will bind with this steroid hormone once they are inside the cytoplasm. Now then this hormone bound steroid, right, so this hormone bound receptor, will enter inside the nucleus, because remember, nucleus is already there inside, nuclear pores are there. Then this will enter inside the nucleus, and this hormone bound receptor that is there, this hormone bound receptor will now go and attach to a specific regions of the DNA, which are called steroid hormone response elements, right? So here comes the DNA inside, and it will attach with the specific regions. Then it will produce mRNA out of it. Once they produce this mRNA, it will be transported to the cytoplasm. Then it will be translated to desired protein products, right? So these are the sequential stages of the cell signaling using steroid hormones, right? So these are the sequential. First it just traverses through the cell membrane, then it binds with this hormone receptor, then it is going inside the nucleus via the nuclear pore. This is the third important thing, and then it will make the transcription, it will make the mRNA. After transcription, then mRNA is transported outside the nucleus, then it will be translated into protein products. So these are the 5 important stages for using the steroid hormone machinery, which is kind of unique because this hormone directly passes through and it activates the gene element directly, right? So these are the sequential events, guys, right? So one after another the sequential events, and actually the crosstalk between the hormone and the gene is direct here. But in other cases the crosstalk might be different, because this crosstalk of gene and hormone, the direct crosstalk between gene and hormone, involves the second messengers, but in this case it's not involving any second messengers. That's the uniqueness of this steroid hormone, and I hope that's helpful, guys. Thank you.